Jones wearing it. What have you learned about John? What does it mean to be wearing his number?
It means a lot. Him doing so much for the community, and just even the state of Colorado. Just finding out he was a multi-sport athlete. He did football and wrestling. Was voted class president twice. That takes a lot, especially in the time and era that he was in with them being segregated. That's a lot of heart, and you also see that he went into the war and he even became a fighter pilot, and that's just that's something cool to learn, and just the amount of stuff that he did for the just for the school and just for our country and whatnot. So it's really a blessing and honor to wear his number. Not to say that, wear his number, and just go out with a bang for the last year the numbers being out.
He's not the reason you picked that number, obviously, but when you learn that, do you take more pride in getting to represent that number, just given everything he accomplished?
Oh yeah, once I found out the number was being retired, they were saying I was able to keep it, and just kind of, they felt like I was one of the perfect examples of having that number go out with a bang, and I took that as a true honor. So the stickers on the back, it's not for me, and I know it's not for me. It's for him and everything that he's accomplished and done, and just wearing that number, I just want to go out there and give it all, show the state of Colorado and even, the school, how much that number 14 means to everybody here, especially on Aggie Day.
You had 3 touchdowns on Ag Day last year. Have you thought about what having a big performance would be like, especially on this day for John Mosley?
Yeah, it mean a lot. I kind of want to dedicate this game to him. Of course, when he was at school, it was the Aggies. It wasn't for calling the Rams. It was they were wearing their orange and the green. So us wearing our orange jerseys on that day, and the number being retired on that day, I feel like I gotta go out with a bang. I gotta give it all I got, and of course I give it all I got every game. But this game is very special, and we gotta come out with the win for him.
Obviously not the result you guys were looking for offensively. What kind of response have you seen from the guys, and kind of what's your message to the offense and really the receivers in general, who probably didn't do what they were expecting?
Immediately after the game, everybody was disappointed in the result and the outcome, but I just told them, don't let this loss define us as a team, because we know what we're capable of, and so we got a 24-hour rule. We got to flush that out of our system and get back to the drawing board, and it just shows there's a lot of places for improvement, and that started Sunday when we were back in the film room. Guys understand that we got to be better, and I just told them it was a different game plan going to the Texas, and we got to understand that, and now we just got to get in the rhythm offensively and get our passing attack going. But they got to understand we got to practice with great intent, and if we can do that, the game plan will take care of itself.
18 pass attempts for BFN stands out, but was the biggest change probably the tempo? It seemed like you guys were really wearing the clock down there.
Yeah, the pace of play was definitely different than what we've done in the past. Coach had the idea. They had some home run hitters, and we want to take away their at-bats. You probably heard him say that. And so we were trying to control the clock. We did run the ball more than we've ever done. But going forward, I think you guys are going to see our passing attack come alive.
How big of an asset will that rushing game be? Because, obviously it's going to be a little bit different stylistically, but Jay Marsh going for 4.2 against Texas per carry, that's really encouraging.
Yeah, you got to stay balanced, because if we're just running the ball, teams are going to drop into coverage. You got to have a run game to keep teams honest.
Saturday is Ag Day, also an opportunity to honor John Mosley. Do you have any thoughts on that?
It's just an honor for his number to be retired, and one of our better players to be wearing that number right now. It's very special timing, but we're just so grateful for what he did at his time at CSU and what he did for our country as well.
That'd be pretty fitting, I feel like, if Tory went off in the number 14 on the day that they retire his number.
Right. It was funny when we first heard the announcement, because we're like, okay, can Tory wear 14 going into this year? But they're letting all current guys finish out their seasons.
I think if there's anybody that Mosley would have wearing the number, Tory'd probably be the guy.
I think so too.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach.